Triple H just made heartbreaking announcement. Roman Reigns just died in a car accident. What if I told you that the entire WWE universe just went silent, like a pin drop in Madison Square Garden? What if I told you that Triple H, the man who built this new era brick by brick, just stood in the middle of the ring and delivered the most devastating words a WWE fan could ever hear? Roman Reigns is gone. Before we dive into the full, emotional breakdown of this story, make sure to subscribe to WWE Extreme and click that notifications bell so you never miss the biggest moments, shocks, and chaos from the world of WWE. Trust me, after this one, you will not want to be out of the loop again. Now, let's get into it. It happened during what was supposed to be a regular WWE SmackDown taping. The lights were dim, the crowd buzzing, ready for another night of Roman Reigns' dominance, or maybe another sign of his return after weeks of silence. But instead of that iconic "acknowledge me" echoing through the arena, fans got Triple H walking slowly to the ring, his face pale, his eyes full of heartbreak. No theme music, no smile, just silence. Triple H took the mic and said, "It's with deep sadness that I inform you. Roman Reigns has passed away." The arena froze. The audience thought it was part of a storyline, a setup, maybe even a swerve. But then the reality hit. This wasn't entertainment. This was real. The crowd went from confusion to grief in seconds. You could literally see tears in people's eyes. Roman Reigns wasn't just the tribal chief. He was the face of an entire generation. The man who carried WWE through its hardest years, who turned boos into cheers and critics into believers. To hear that he died in a car accident, reportedly late last night on a highway outside Pensacola, Florida, it is a gut punch that fans will feel for years. According to early reports, Roman's vehicle was involved in a severe collision with a truck. Emergency services arrived on the scene, but the injuries were catastrophic. Triple H confirmed that Roman was pronounced dead before he reached the hospital. WWE immediately canceled the planned main event and turned the rest of the show into a tribute. Superstars from Seth Rollins to Cody Rhodes came out visibly shaken. There were no promos, no fights, just raw emotion. When Roman returned in 2020 with Paul Heyman by his side, fans didn't know what hit them. Gone was the big dog who tried to win over the crowd. In his place stood the tribal chief, a ruthless, calculating, yet captivating leader who made WWE must-watch television again. Love him or hate him, Roman Reigns changed professional wrestling. His storyline with the Bloodline wasn't just popular, it was cinematic. He blurred the line between villain and hero so perfectly that even the haters respected him. And now, to think that all of that, the aura, the dominance, the legacy, is gone in an instant is beyond heartbreaking. When Triple H made the announcement, several superstars broke down. Paul Heyman, the man who's been Roman's right hand for years, couldn't even stay in the ring. He collapsed to his knees, covering his face as the crowd chanted, "Thank you, Roman." Jimmy and Jay Uso reportedly left the arena completely. They couldn't process it. These are men who grew up together, who fought side by side and built the Bloodline story out of genuine love and family loyalty. WWE sources say the company has declared an official week of mourning. All shows will begin with a 10-bell salute. The locker room is united in grief, something that rarely happens in this business. Roman Reigns wasn't just a performer. He was the pillar of WWE's modern era. From headlining multiple WrestleManias to carrying SmackDown as its top attraction, Roman was the franchise. Without him, there's a massive void that no one can easily fill. Sure, there are names like Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, or even Gunther, but replacing Roman's star power? That's a near impossible task. His presence commanded attention. His every move told a story. And his legacy, it's carved into the foundation of this company. And it's not just WWE that's feeling this. Across social media, the world is mourning. Celebrities, athletes, and even rival wrestling promotions have poured in their condolences. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson posted, "Family first. Always. My cousin Roman was one of a kind. Rest in power, yes." John Cena shared, "The locker room leader, the standard bearer. the man who gave everything to the business. You will never be forgotten. Even AEW stars expressed their heartbreak, showing that in this moment, there's no rivalry, only respect. From battling leukemia twice to facing fan backlash early in his career, Roman fought battles most people couldn't even imagine. When fans booed him in 2017, he didn't quit. He adapted. He evolved. He reinvented himself into a once-in-a-generation talent who stood tall through every storm. That's why this hurts so much. Roman was a fighter in every sense of the word. To see his story end like this, it feels unfair. Like the final chapter came way too soon. Sources inside WWE revealed that Triple H plans to honor Roman with the Eternal Tribal Chief memorial at the next Premium Live event. The idea is to retire the Universal Championship design Roman made iconic and introduce a new version dedicated to his legacy. There's also talk that the WWE Performance Center in Orlando will rename one of its training rings the Reigns Arena to honor his contribution to the business. It's clear Triple H isn't treating this like just another tragedy. He's making sure the world remembers Roman Reigns as more than a champion. He'll be remembered as a symbol of strength, loyalty, and perseverance. Because Roman didn't just perform in the ring, he connected. Whether you loved him or booed him, he made you feel something every time he walked down that ramp. His silence said more than most wrestlers' entire promos. His smirk, his glare, that slow "acknowledge me," it gave chills every single time. The idea that we will never see that entrance again, it feels unreal. Fans outside WWE headquarters have already started leaving flowers, belts, and posters as tribute. On Twitter, the hashtag #ThankYouRoman hit over 10 million posts within an hour. And inside the locker room, the stories are pouring out. Kevin Owens shared how Roman helped him refine his promos during the pandemic era. Sami Zayn said Roman encouraged him to push boundaries during their bloodline story. Even younger stars like Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker called him a mentor and an inspiration. Roman didn't just lead the bloodline. He led everyone by example. And let's not forget, Roman Reigns wasn't supposed to even be here this long. After his leukemia diagnosis in 2018, doctors warned him that wrestling again might be impossible. But he came back stronger than ever. That's who Roman was, a man who didn't back down. Ever. His passing now feels like the end of an era. The Tribal Chiefs table is empty, but his impact? Eternal. Triple H reportedly told staff that WWE will honor Roman by continuing the show, because that's what he would have wanted. The company plans to dedicate WrestleMania 42 entirely to him, a show of shows fit for the head of the table. And as the camera faded to black, fans around the world whispered those 4 words that will echo through time. We acknowledge you, Roman. Thank you for watching, everyone. Stay tuned to WWE Extreme for updates, reactions, and tributes to the Tribal Chief himself. Rest in power, Roman Reigns.